lights off at clutch out. Your face says it all.
It's like doing a J burnout on a hill.
Yeah, it's bad. And I saw the damage that this did. I never knew Volkswagens had that much torque. I never knew Volkswagen transmissions could handle that.
Well, they have a lot of torque when you're doing 40 in reverse and then like, oh, first! It's like torque monster!
Basically, he twisted the entire front frame of the car. The gap between like where the A-pillar meets the quarter was like that big.
Whoa.
The whole thing twisted. It was huge. It was like you could like put a quarter sideways through it. Yeah, you could. It could take dollars.
Doll hairs.
Doll hairs. Scalp those Barbies. But the front hubs were, and it broke the shocks.
Wow.
It broke the shock shafts.
Wow.
Broke them, bent them. And the lower control arms were
Some
sheared.
people's children.
The lower control arms were sheared.
Wow.
It was terrifying.
That is amazing.
And he blew the clutch, of course.
Well, I hope so. After all this, my engine and transmission and clutch are perfectly okay.
But the clutch went away. It just vaporized.
I blew out a headlight
With your radiator.
with my radiator.
Oh, How does that even work? But yeah, it was bad.
Yes.
I really wish I still had pictures because it was on my old phone.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the hell happened to my memory card that was on my old phone.
That's ridiculous.
So it was just a 2 gig because it was a LG Rover
Something
2
like that,
or
yeah.
something. It was one of those slider keyboard things.
Yeah.
But it was, that's not what we're talking about. But this was terrifying. What's the stupidest thing you've ever seen somebody do in a car? Like, to a car. Not in a car.
Like
to a car.
customizing or just like driving?
Like, just like the most, like, if you see something, you're like, well, there goes fucking retard of the week. Month.
Well, I don't really know. I mean, I've done some pretty retarded stuff.
Well, we all have, but, like, what's the stupidest thing that you've seen?
The most
someone do?
recent hilarious stupid thing was the other day when we were doing stuff on me and Jake's car. Cameron was down there. Cameron, whenever you're anywhere, Cameron will get in your car and start listening to music.
Okay.
Not help.
Okay.
So we were doing stuff. Cameron's listening to music, and Owen shows up, and they're gonna do a wheel bearing in Owen's car. So they go to leave, and then Cameron's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go hoon in your car." Well, Cameron stops, so he goes and starts driving Jake's Volvo. So Jake sprints and gets in Cameron's Audi. So then Jake blocks him, or Cameron blocks him with Jake's car. And then Jake backs up in Cameron's car. Then Cameron blocks him again, and then drives around, and Jake goes and drives into a snowbank with Cameron's car and breaks his front bumper on the Audi. I fell over laughing. Like, he hit the snowbank and his whole bumper went.
What kind of Audi is this?
An Audi 90.
So, oh wow.
Yeah,
That's kind of,
95-ish.
but that's kind of hard to find.
It's kind of hard to find,
Yeah.
but
Those things are difficult to,
it was hilarious.
that's awesome.
And then Cameron's like, "Oh, I'll just zip tie it." So then he backs up into Jake's car and breaks his fog light in his grill, which is my grill, by the way. He breaks the grill, so as I walk by Cameron's car, I kick his bumper off, and the whole bumper falls off.
That's awesome. So basically, like, okay.
Nothing
Okay.
stupid, just like hilarious shenanigans.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Me and Cameron were hanging out, and we're waiting for Owen to come over. And at Wellington during the middle of winter, Owen went in to do donuts in the parking lots because they're all covered in snow. And he has a 2001 BMW 330,
Right.
4-door. We call it the whale.
Right.
It's so big. I call it a whale. And so we get a phone call. "Hey guys, can you come pull me out? Where are you?" "Wellington." You're stuck in a parking lot that wasn't plowed in Wellington, right? "Yeah." Let's exit. So we get there, and he's sitting on his phone, didn't get the tow hook out or anything, so we were able to pull his car out with the 4Runner out of the parking lot.
Wow.
And he's like, "Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that." I was like, "Oh, your snow tires are like 4 years old. Don't do that."
Wow. That's awesome. Left or right?
Left.
That's funny.
Yes.
I think the funniest or the stupidest thing I've ever seen, like, I don't know, somebody do in a car, probably. Wow, that was weird, but backfire. I don't know, honestly. I'd have to think about it, but the stupidest thing I've ever seen done to a car, like customizing wise.
Yeah.
I saw. It was just
Customizing wise, I have a million.
Oh, I've seen some really bad.
Oh.
There's a Cadillac, one of those really old square ones with the North Star and its front wheel drive. It's like an 80.
Yeah,
six.
Those. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to think Cadillac.
Okay, I hate Cadillac.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Cadillac. But it's basically a it's like an Eldorado or one of those weird things.
Okay.
And it's got like giant chromies on it.
Okay.
Nasty looking.
Yes.
And then across the windshield it says unforgettable. So one of these days I want to take the un off.
Forgettable. There's a old Buick, like, Woody wagon, like 80s hideous thing, and it's like this
Like a Roadmaster or something?
Yeah, like the 17-year-old driving, and across the windshield it says panty dropper. I shit you not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, there was a girl that goes to the high school in Minnesota that.
Panty dropper.
Oh my god. She has an older Cavalier, like the square body style.
Okay.
And it has a BMW E36 front end on it.
How does that work?
It doesn't. It looks like ass. And it's got complete 80s contradictory paint schemes with stuff going this way and that way, and it's green, blue, and purple, and Lambo doors, and tacky eBay chrome rims.
Oh.
And it's
Things that make you go.
it's terrible.
That sounds horrible. I wouldn't want to see that. I'd probably kill myself if I saw that. This is terrible. I'd probably cry if I saw that.
I went to Dunkin's and she was it's a girl driver. She was parking next to me and she had her door open. She's like eating her Dunkin's, and I pulled up next to her and just looked at my car and she started laughing at me. I got out and I said, "Really? You're laughing at my car? Are you joking? Have you looked at your shit recently?"
That's like that cabbie we saw.
Yes.
With the dragon on the side. Ooh, what's that?
It's a 164. It's a 162.
Because it's two-door.
It's a two-door. Or 142.
I hate those.
160.
Del Sols.
Yeah. So it's right here. It's a log cabin.
Ah, here we are. So basically, you just listened to us for 43 minutes.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, and
We'll be back.
on that bombshell,
It's time to end. Thank you and good afternoon.
thank you for watching.
And
Good
good
night.
morning. Good morning.
Good morning.